Hi, you're watching MusicVita TV on YouTube and on MusicVita.com. I'm here with, her name is actually legally, Lights.
Hello.
Bonjour.
How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, likewise, it's nice to have her here, nice to have her here. So many questions to ask. Tell me about where you grew up. So, like, you went all over the world, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a bit complicated to say where I grew up. I mean, I grew up mostly in Ontario. Okay. But, my parents were missionaries for a little bit, so we lived in the Philippines and Jamaica, and then went to Vancouver, the west coast of Canada, and then 4.5 years ago, I went to Toronto to seek my family fortune. Yeah?
Family fortune?
It's fame and fortune. It's
a family fortune.
No, it's actually, yes, I have a family fortune, as if. No.
It's treasure.
Yeah, fortune is still at the other side of the rainbow right now.
Yeah, that's great. So you travelled all over the road because your parents were missionary parents. Is that, how does that work?
Well, they were for a bit. I mean, my dad's like an architect, right? But they just felt like they wanted to go in the mission field for a bit and do a part. So we up and left.
Quite religious?
We all have faith. We don't consider ourselves religious. Like we don't really go to church or anything like that. But we know what we believe in. And, so we just kind of up and left, and it kind of. You know, if nothing was gleaned from that, which a lot was, I would say the most I gleaned was the ability to be so mobile, you know, and set me up for this career. Living out of a suitcase, managing relationships at a long distance, and learning that, you know, you can leave things behind and not too bad about it.
I can't stand the Skype conversations with partners abroad.
See, I can't do that either. It's really hard. I'm just like, the way I like manage a relationship is, just you don't talk, and then if you guys go back and you talk again, you're good. Like, you know, you have a tight relationship.
Yeah, is that what we've been up to? That's honesty. I like that. I like that. So you've experienced a bit of the world. Philippines, a bit random, isn't it? Ontario, Jamaica as well, a bit random. Here's the question: where's the best place to live, and why?
You know, this is gonna sound really cheesy and patriotic, but Toronto. Like, it's where I live right now. I've been in a lot of places, and I mean, there are some other places I would like to spend some time living, like London, you know, but I've never lived there, so I can't say that it's the best place to live. But Toronto, I mean, I can walk around at nighttime and feel safe, but yet it's a massive city. There's so many different styles, and you don't feel like you have to blend in to fit in. You do your own thing, and it's really cool. And there's a great music scene there, too.
Is there? I mean, that's another question I want to ask about you. What is the local music scene like? I mean,
it's awesome. There's always shows going on. There's tons of small clubs. I mean, when I started doing shows, probably like 3 years ago, or 3 or 4 years ago, with the music that I have now. We would do residencies at little shit clubs and stuff, and it was really good. You know, you learn how to get good.
They were really crap. I went to all of them.
Some of them were, I will say. But it's really awesome, and people come out to them because people just want to see music, and a lot of good people are coming from Toronto and Toronto area. Yeah. You know, there's a rapper named Shad who's amazing, and he's out of Toronto, Vancouver. You know, Dead Mouse who's making waves over here. He's from Niagara Falls, which is like an hour. You know, a lot of Canadians.
Yeah. Is it very electro now? I mean, because you're very synth electro pop, aren't you? Is it quite electro over there? Because if you think of the famous Canadian singers, Celine Dion, that was soul. Alanis Morissette, that was pop. And then there's Lights. You know what I mean? It's just so different, you know.
Well, I wouldn't say the bulk of the Canadian music is electro. No, I mean, I remember when I started doing it. I started making electro because I didn't know of anything else kind of like it. Yeah. You know, I listened to like Bjork, and I listened to a bit of The Night, but I wasn't. You know, there wasn't really anything like pop, singable stuff that was easy to listen to electro. So that's kind of why I started to make it, because I wanted to listen to it, but I couldn't find it. Yeah. A lot more people are doing it, you know, now. It's easier because you have GarageBand, and you can have Logic on your home computer, and it's easier to make. But
why not?
But when I started doing it, I didn't really know. So I mean, the bulk of Canadian music, I think, is a bit more raw. Where you have like Arcade Fire, Stars, Sam Roberts, Broken Social Scene. So it's more like that's kind of the Canadian music scene. Yeah. Kind of at the core, but
awesome. Interesting. I mean, it's quite a mix of everything.
It really is. It really is. You have a bit of everything. I mean, we have Dragonette too, which is a bit electro. Half are from the UK actually, half are from Canada, but we can't really claim them all. But there's some electro coming out. Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. So you wrote. This is really funny. You wrote your first song when you were how old?
I was 11.
Yeah, there it is. Bang.
Oh yes.
Wikipedia.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's a question. Do you remember how it goes? And if you can sing it.
It was like, well, it was from a psalm in the Bible, because I didn't know how to write a song. I'm like, how would you go about putting your melody? I don't know how to do it. So I figured I'd pick, you know, a poem, or what was originally a song, because in the Psalms it's all like songs. But they were like not copyrighted, because we've been dead for more than 50 years.
Yeah, of
so it was like free domain. I was like, I'm going to put a melody to this song. Yeah. Because who knows how it sounded, you know, So it was called Lead Me or something. Lead Me.
There we go.
Oh, I don't remember. It was
I was going to give you a beat.
You were into it. You were getting into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. I'm trying to. I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay. But if by the end
it was not good. I will tell you that.
It's going to be off the new album, Lead Me.
Yeah,
featuring
new
Stephen
single.
on a clipboard like that. That's the best thing.
And just me being like.
Lead me.
Totally.
That's awesome. So you originally started working. Was it? I'm sorry if I got this wrong. You started working as a writer or publishing. Like, how did you get started? Like working for labels and stuff like that. Or was that? Have I got that wrong?
I mean, I would say my first step into the industry was at age 15 with I met my manager, who's my manager now.
Yeah.
So we've been working for 8 years together, and he just it was kind of by fluke, and I ended up playing some of my songs for him because I've been writing for a few years at that point, and he saw a lot of potential and wanted to kind of develop with me. So we shopped around a bit to see if we could get some kind of development deal. Some things happened, some things fell through. Like everything, you get a lot of rejection. Don't give up. And the one company that really stuck through and saw a lot of potential in me from the get-go was my publishing company, Sony Publishing. So I got signed as a songwriter in 2005, and that helped to give me a little bit of resources to move to Toronto and start to really hone what I was good at.
Yeah.
And started writing, landed in electro music, and just started doing that. And
that's not a bad thing.
No.
Electro music is brilliant.
It's a very good thing.
It's brilliant. No bias there. Other music.
Yeah, nothing. Everything sucks.
Yeah. So did you write for anybody else then? Or?
No, I mean it was mainly. I think everybody was letting me just kind of do it for myself because they saw that it was, there was an artist there. It wasn't just a songwriter. So focused a lot on that. But I actually did write for. I wrote a song for a girl in Sweden, and then I wrote 2 or 3 songs. I can't remember how many they used, but for a TV show called Instant Star.
Yes. I read up about that. Where was that aired?
It's actually aired in a lot of countries around the world. It's a Canadian-made show.
Okay, sure. Awesome. Well done. Yeah.
Thank you.
Start as a writer. You never know where you're going to end up.
Exactly.
Now you stated, listen, I saw one song by her and I thought, what's she doing? Okay, all right. Your biggest influence is Bjork, yeah? Is that right?
What did you say about Bjork?
Look, I just saw...
You need to see more than one song by Bjork.
Yeah, I saw weapons of mass destruction. It's like, we're coming out. And I was just like,
okay, well...
That's just,
she's hit or miss, but she's amazing. Yes, I do love Bjork.
Are you feeling alright?
She's don't say that. I think the thing that draws me to her is the fact that she's her own thing. Like, Bjork's music is that genre, Bjork genre. Like, there's no other thing that sounds like
Bjork. There isn't, actually.
And I think that's the coolest thing ever. And she's really in charge of the way she looks and the way her music sounds and her lyrics. And it's really empowering as a female. You can do it and do it your way.
Are you trying to become that sort of individual like her? Like, is that what you're trying to create?
I don't know if I have the sense of fearlessness and quite the sense of creativity that she does in order to become what she has.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would be that way, unfortunately. But
no, you've got a long way to go.
But I look up to her.
Yeah. So she's like if there was one.
Yeah, I think she's the one that I don't want to meet.
Yeah.
You know that you're a big enough fan of someone if you don't want to meet them.
Yeah. Of course. Right, we're going to go completely off music now.
All right.
Having travelled a lot, you must be a very good cook. Is that right?
I was a homeschooled kid.
Okay.
I was homeschooled to high school.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No. And I went to school for the first time in high school. I was like, what? But I did take my mom taught me cooking in that, and so that was kind of the last time I cooked.
Yeah.
So probably now I'm a terrible cook.